Hi, welcome to Piano with Georgia. I'm Georgia, and welcome to Lesson 2 of our Piano Beginner series that assumes absolutely nothing. So whether you have played the piano maybe a long time ago and you're coming back to it, or maybe you've never played the piano before, this series is for you. In today's video, we are going to cover the key vocabulary terms up and down and high and low. We'll also be talking about the music alphabet, and then we'll be applying it all to our piano. So hop on your bench and let's get you warmed up. Welcome back. So now we're ready to warm up. The warm up is going to be crucial for getting your fingers moving, getting your brain activated, and reviewing key concepts. If you need any more information on these concepts that I go through in the warm-up, go back to lesson 1. In that video, I go through the warm-up as the entire lesson. Now let's get you warmed up. As you sit down at the piano, the first thing I want you to think about is how you sit. Where you position your body on the bench. Remember from last lesson, you want to be sitting on about the front third of your chair. Factor number 2 is how far away you sit. Too far back? Not good. Straight arms? Not good. Just right. The third factor is how high you sit. You don't want it too steep. You don't want to be reaching for the keys. Your forearm should be an ever so slight angle downward. And now, let's review our finger numbers. Put your hands together like this, and we'll do it the easy way. Finger number 1, finger number 2, finger number 3, finger number 4, finger number 5. Slightly more challenging, we're going to wiggle. Remember, same finger types get the same number. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now, mix them up. Wiggle finger 3, wiggle finger 5, wiggle finger 1, wiggle finger 2. And I call this an anytime, anywhere exercise because you can do it anytime, anywhere. Now, relaxed arms. Take your hands, wiggle them at your sides. Raise them up to the piano, and then just lower them back down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Raise them up to the piano, lower them back down. 1 more. Raise it up to the piano, and lower it back down. This is reminding you to feel the weight of your shoulders going all the way down, tension-free. Let's look at the piano itself. Remember, the groupings of 2 and 3 black keys are what organize us on the piano. Right now, I want you to take your left hand, your low hand, and go to the left side of the piano. Find me a group of 2. Left hand plays the left side, right hand plays the right side. And let's go about 1, 2, ready, play. Play, move, play, move, play, move, play. Right hand, play, move, play, move, play, and you're done. Let's trade to groups of 3 black keys. I'm going to use fingers 2, 3, and 4 right in the middle of my hands. And again, I'm going to trade to my left hand when I get to the left side. 1, 2, ready, play. Move, play, move, play, move, trade to left hand, play, move, play, move, play, and you're done. And now you are warmed up. Now, moving into our first new concept of today, the words up, down, high, low. These are words you know in many aspects of your life, but now we're going to apply them to music. High references to the right. Low, think to the left. So I'm now going to place my right hand over to the right on the highest keys. These are the highest keys on the piano. Left hand, take it, put it down. These are the lowest keys on the piano. Now you can also use up and down to actually equal moving higher and moving lower. This now implies change. If I'm moving up, that means I'm going to the right and my sounds are getting higher. If I'm moving to the left, that means I'm going down and my sounds are getting lower. We're going to now do a few exercises to really help this sink in. The first is going to be a big gesture. What I want you to do is take your right hand, cross your body, put it on the lowest notes on the piano. Now I want you to drag your hand across the keys thinking higher, higher, I'm going up, 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 up. Now I'm on the highest notes. Just say those words. It may feel kind of silly. Say them out loud though. Now I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to place them at the high end of the keyboard, and we are going to now be moving down, down, going lower, going lower, going lower, till you're all the way at the lowest notes on the piano. Just say those words. Now let's make that gesture a little bit smaller. I'm going to just start on a white key, any white key. Going simply one note to the right means you are going up, you are going higher. So let's play a few. Go up, move up, move up. This is higher, go higher, go higher, go higher. Saying go higher is the same exact thing as saying go up. So left hand, pick a note, any note. Go to the next white note to your left. This is going lower, going down, down, lower, lower. Okay, so now let's make that gesture even smaller. Let's incorporate some black keys. Now, black keys can confuse people when we talk about up and down because the black keys are physically a little bit raised from our white keys on the piano. That does not mean higher. Higher is to the right. So if I start on a white key and I go slightly to the right, I hit this black key. I'm going higher. I'm going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, getting higher, higher, higher. Play a few notes like that. Again, just telling yourself up, 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 getting higher, 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 higher. Just say those words. Now left hand, we're going to do the same for you. Start on any white key you want. Going lower, a little bit to the left, we have a black key. This is lower, lower. I'm going down, getting lower. One other thing to think about with these two terms, higher and lower, you can be playing low sounds, but going up. For example, I can start down here on a really low note. And now I'm going to the right, so I'm going higher. I'm going up, going higher, higher, higher. Also, you can start up on a high note and you can go down or go lower. So here I am at a high note, I'm going lower, 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 I'm going down.
Just say those words.
Up, down, high, low are totally in relationship to wherever you are. And now let's talk about our next concept, the music alphabet. This is going to be so comfortable and easy for you because you've been practicing it your whole life. Simply put, it is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, what's a little unusual about the music alphabet is that it's a cycle. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The next note is not H, the next note is A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So say that out loud for yourself, exactly like I just did. This is another anytime, anywhere activity that you can do to actually be reinforcing music away from your instrument. So again, let's do it together. Ready, go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, to relate this to our previous concept, I want you to think about A, B, C, D, E, F, G as meaning going up. You are going higher in the music alphabet when you go the normal way, the forward way. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You might even want to take your hands just to reinforce that this means you're going higher or up, and literally A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Another thing you can do to reinforce it would be to take your hand, lay it on the piano, and simply swoosh it to the right as you say the music alphabet, going higher, going up, going to the right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The more challenging way is to go downward or backwards in the music alphabet. Now, I've had many years of saying the music alphabet backwards, so it's pretty easy. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. You're going to want to practice chanting that because there's going to be just as many times when you are going to be going downward or lower as when you're going up, which will feel much more comfortable and normal. So again, anytime, anywhere, just chant to yourself. You can use your hands to reinforce unless you're driving, then hands on the wheels. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. You can even take your hand and like go this way to the left. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. And that means going down. Now, if you really feel confident with this music alphabet up and down, that was very easy for you, then practice it in zigzags. Maybe say a few letters going up and then turn around. A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G, F. G, A, B, A, G, F, E, D, E, F, G. And then if you want to incorporate your hands going higher or lower, that would be a fantastic challenge because honestly, that's what reading real music will be like. I'm going to do it, and I want you to just think about my hands, whether I'm going up or down, and we're just going to say the letters. And when I change direction, we are going to change the direction of our alphabet. Remember, up is forward, down is backwards. Okay, here we are. We're in neutral. We're going to start with A, and here we go. A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G. A, B, A, G, F, G, A, B, C. So just a little sample, you can do that as many times as you need, or if you're already flowing up and down with the music alphabet letters, not getting confused at all, fantastic. Then you can try faster. And now let's talk about how this music alphabet fits with the piano. And I'm going to call in a few assistants, pom-poms. Now, as I lay these here, you will notice there are 3 white keys that touch my group of 2 black keys. These 3 notes' names are C, D, and E. C, D, E. Now, I can take these little pom-poms and I can put them around any 3 white keys that connect to a group of 2 black keys, and it's still pink is C, blue is D, purple is E. You can move them lower, and it's still C, D, E. So what I want you to practice doing now, look at your piano, find the groups of 2, just like we did in your warm-up, but now instead of playing black keys, I want you to play the 3 white keys that are around the groups of 2 black keys, and I want you to just say C, D, E. Move up. C, D, E. Moving up. C, D, E. Trade your right hand. C, D, E. Go higher. C, D, E. Move up. C, D, E. Last one. C, D, E. Now, next level of difficulty is to go from high to low because you have to say your keys backwards. So let's start at the high end of the piano and let's go EDCs, finding our groups of 2. So I'm going to find a group of 2, set up my fingers on EDC, and we're going to go down. E, down to D, down to C. Bigger move. E, D, C, move lower. E, D, C, moving lower. E, D, C, moving lower. E, D, C. I'm using left hand now. You can continue using right hand or you can trade to left. What's most important is that you use these guys equally because you will need both your hands for the music you really want to play. Now, there's also our other group, our group of 3 black keys. I'm going to lay 4 little pom-poms down around the white keys on my group of 3 black keys. Now, what I want to do is I want to notice that there are now 4 white keys that are touching my group of 3 black keys. The names of these notes are a bit more challenging because it covers the end of your music alphabet and the beginning of your music alphabet. So this is F, G, A, B. Every time you see a group of 3 black keys, you can now look at the white keys surrounding it and you know their names. F, G, A, B. So let me take away my little pom-pom helpers and let's go from low to high saying F, G, A, B on every single grouping of those white keys. Here I am, group of 3 black keys. I'm starting down low and we are going to gradually go up higher. F, G, A, B. Move up. F, G, up. F, G, A. Trade to your right hand. F, G, A, B. Go up. F, G, A, B. Moving up. F, G, A, B. Then you want to challenge yourself to do them backwards and go B, A, G, F, getting those really comfortable as you go down. B, A, G, F. Say these notes out loud as you play, and it will stick even faster than if you just say them inside your imagination. There's only two groups, our C, D, E, and our F, G, A, B. You now know them all. The next exercise I want you to do will be to think of notes as individuals. Instead of thinking of a CDE group or an FGAB group, I want you to think of one letter, notice what it looks like, and find them all. So let's start with a D. D is a super comfortable note to find because, first of all, it's right in the middle of your instrument. If you find the group of two that's closest to the middle, in between them, that is D. So visually, it's just a very comfortable note to find. Now what I want you to do is take your left hand and find all the D's going lower. So here's D, I'm going down, down. Now there's the lowest D. Now I'm going to take my right hand and find all the D's going higher. D, 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 D. Another one I like to do is F. F is at the bottom of our group of three black keys. Now I'm going to move lower. F, F, F. Find a high F. F, F, F. Then the second exercise is to randomly play a note, look at it, and figure out its name. I look at this one, I notice I'm in my group of two black keys, which is C, D, E. This is the first one. So this is C. Let's do another one. I'm going to randomly play a note. Now, look at what I'm playing and see if you can figure out its name. I'm in the group of two black keys. I'm in the middle. C, D, E. This must be D. So if you said D before I said D, good job. You will want to continue that with every single alphabet letter. So not only are you good with the groupings, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, you can play a note completely out of context of anything else and you know what it is. Now it's time to do the most fun part of all. Take all of these concepts we've been working on and make some music. Now at this point in your music making career, I want you to be a music explorer. I want you to experiment, and more than anything, I want you to listen. Here's my musical challenge for you for this lesson. Make music using one alphabet letter name. Single notes can actually make a really good song. So I want you to find a D. Now, the first thing we're going to do to make this D interesting is you can change its volume. You can play really gentle and you will have soft. Play a little more firm and you get louder. So practice making softs and making louds. Then trade hands. Make softs and then make it louder. In music, we call this dynamics. Next thing you can do is change your speed. Maybe you go very slow. Listen to the notes fade. The piano is always changing. Listen to what it's doing. You can also go really fast and make it feel full of energy. That's a lot of fun too. This is called tempo, how fast or how slow you go. Next idea for you is to make some of the notes hold longer and others be very short. This will create what we call in music rhythms. You can also use both hands. I've just been using my left hand thus far. You can create really cool, interesting rhythms, zigzagging back and forth between your hands. The next idea I have for you is use the whole piano. Use your highs, use your lows, integrate that concept of going to the right, meaning going up or higher, going to the left, moving down or lower. And one final idea, use the pedal. If you want to use the pedal, you can roll. All the greatest composers of all time in every genre use these same elements: dynamics, tempo, rhythm, full range. You're going to be incorporating everything we've talked about in these first 2 lessons. Set that 2-minute timer because you know the good stuff happens after about the first 30 seconds. It's just really fun. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time exploring all the concepts we covered today. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have questions, ask them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.